Hello, I'm Sri from CBTU. CBTU presents a course on Amazon Web Services. Section Amazon EC2 Accessing a Linux VM. If you are new to AWS, sign up for a free account. Free usage tier allows you to launch and run micro instances for a year for free. You will be charged only when your free tier usage exceeds or the 12-month duration expires. Launching an Amazon EC2 instance is a 7-step simple process. Let us sign into the console. Select EC2 under Compute, or you can search for the AWS services. Select EC2. This is Amazon EC2 dashboard. Our default region is US West, Oregon Availability Zone. Let us click on Launch Instance. This is Amazon EC2 Launch Wizard with 7 steps. We are in step 1. In the previous session, we have seen how to create an Amazon EC2 instance. Let us quickly create Amazon Linux EC2 instance. Let us select Amazon Linux 2 AMI, which is free tier eligible. You have the options to select from your own AMIs or from the marketplace or from the community AMIs. Let us select this. Step 2. Choose an instance type. Let us select general purpose T2.micro, which is free tier eligible, which has one virtual CPU, 1 GB RAM, and performance is low to moderate. Let us click next. So let us create one instance and let us leave all other options default. Default VPC, default subnet, auto assign public IP. Let us click next. Step 4. Add storage. For the root volume we have 8 GB general purpose SSD. Let us go with this. Next. Step 5. Add tags. Let us click next. Security group is a set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. We have some security groups here. Let us create a new security group. So this rule is applicable for us. SSH, permit SSH, TCP port 22, and custom source 0000/0. This allows all IP addresses to access your instance. For demo and practice, it is fine, but generally we should restrict the source IP address which can access this instance. Let us go with the default options here. The last step, review and launch. It's warning us that our security group is open to the world. It's okay for now. So the EMI which you selected, the instance type, security group, permit SSH from all source, create one instance, default storage, and tags. We are fine. Let us go with the launch. And to access our Linux instance securely, we need a key pair. A key pair consists of a public key that is stored in the AWS cloud and the private key file that will be stored on your system. Let us create a new key pair. You need to download the private key file .pem file and store it in secure and accessible location. Okay, let us launch instance. It'll take a couple of minutes before this instance is ready for us to use. Currently it's provisioning. Yes, our instance is ready. And we have not named it yet. Let us name. This is instance ID, instance is running, type. This is the key pair and the public DNS and the public IP that is assigned. These are the CloudWatch metrics and the basic monitoring is available for CPU utilization, disk reads, disk writes, network in and out, network packet in and out. Detailed monitoring can be enabled and it gives metrics at 1 minute frequency. It is chargeable, and for the production workloads, this may be considered. We can configure the CloudWatch alarms. Let us create an alarm when average of CPU utilization, the CloudWatch metric, is greater than or equal to 75% for at least one consecutive period of 5 minutes. Let us name this as CPU 75. Specify the action to be taken. Recover, stop, terminate, or reboot the instance. And send the alert to the email ID that you specify here. When you're creating CPU utilization, it will give the snapshot of current metrics. This metrics will help in configuring the alarm conditions. On the selected instance, we can take these actions. Connect. You can launch more instances like this. An instance can be stopped, rebooted, or terminated. On the instance settings, you can create an image out of this. You can change the security groups, and detailed monitoring can be enabled here. Okay, we want to connect to this instance. We need SSH client to connect to this instance. The recommended one is using a putty or git bash. Let us go for the putty. You select the second one, click on download. The latest version is 0.70. So I would like to go with 64-bit installer. Okay, let us install this. By default, putty doesn't support private key format, that is .pem. We can use putty-zen tool that comes with the putty to convert .pem file to .ppk. Let's open putty-zen. This is putty key generator. Our key is kp-new.pem. Let us convert this to ppk. We have private key file here, and let us click on load. So let us open. And now we need to save this private key. You can save the private key without passphrase, but it's advised to go with passphrase for extra security. These are the default parameters, and let us click on save. Let us give the same name. It will save as a ppk file. Okay, we are done. For more security, change the permissions of the private key. Now let us connect to our instance. Let us copy the public DNS that is assigned to our instance. This is the host name, port 22. To log into this instance using the key pair, let us go to the SSH auth. Let us browse for the private key file. Let us connect. Let us enter the passphrase that we have inputted while creating the private key. Now we securely connected to our instance. Okay, now let us connect with the git bash. We need to specify the path to the pem file. We have copied this file to the demo folder in C. Let us connect. Let us trust this host and click yes. We have successfully launched Amazon EC2 Linux instance and connected to it. Now we are back to our presentation. These are some of the screenshots. The step 1, choosing an Amazon machine image. And the last step, review instance launch. We have created a key pair to securely connect to our Linux instance. Popular SSH clients for Windows are PuTTY and Git for Windows. Search by PuTTY in Google and download the PuTTY installer for Windows. This is Amazon EC2 dashboard. Click connect to connect to the instance. So these are the instructions how to connect with the SSH client. To connect to our instance using PuTTY, we have downloaded the installer and installed the PuTTY. We got PuTTY and PuTTyzen for generating private key. PuTTY doesn't support private key format, that is .pem generated by the Amazon EC2. That is the reason we use PuTTyzen tool that comes with PuTTY to convert .pem file to .ppk format. Open the PuTTY key generator, click on load and open the .pem file. Now add passphrase for extra security. Now click on save private key. This will save as .ppk file. Open PuTTY and in the host name you enter EC2-user and the public DNS which was assigned to our instance and the port 22 SSH. And to use the private key, let us select SSH auth and browse for the ppk file. This is PuTTY connection screen. Connecting to Linux instance using PuTTY. Download page for the Git. Install Git. You have the option to use the Git from Git Bash or Git from the Windows command prompt. Choose HTTPS transport backend. Select use OpenSSL library. Terminal emulator. Use Minty. Done. Connect to the EC2 instance with git bash, ssh space -i and the path of pem file space ec2-user at the public DNS that is assigned to our instance. We are connected. As a final step, when our testing is done or our purpose is achieved, terminate your instance. This is to avoid incurring any further charges. Let us select the instance, click on Actions, Instance State and Terminate. On the storage volume, it's giving a warning. You click on Yes to terminate. It takes a couple of minutes to shut down and terminate the instance. Thanks for watching.